Hello, this is MC Knight. Thank you for joining me for another episode on the Dragon's Lair. This is episode 12. So, in the last two episodes, we went to the end, we defeated the dragon, and then in the last episode, we did some end city raiding. And so, I now got a pair of Elytra. Also, I do have some shulker boxes, I have some shulker cells, and I do have some more empty shulker boxes in here, so I should be good at least for a little bit. Did pick up a few end blocks, not many, but some, and I've picked up a few miscellaneous things here and there. I do plan on going back to the end at some point and doing some more end city raiding to pick up a couple more elytras and definitely some more shulker shells. Hoping to do a shulker farm at some point. Also, I did put down some soul sand up here and planted some netherwort. Hoping to try to get some more blaze rods and then start actually doing some enchanting, or some potion brewing. I'm sorry. So today's episode, as I mentioned in the episode before we went to do the dragon, the one where I built the bee farm, we have some things that we need to do to try to get some more enchantments, and we need to try to get some villagers to build up our emeralds so that we can buy enchantments, so we can maybe buy some tools and armor and equipment, so our weapons, swords, and other things that we could buy from villagers. And so, as I said in a previous episode, we're going to have the villagers come out. I laid some track here, just up to here, and then I built a similar setup like we did for over at Spawn Island when we wanted to I was hearing this noise and I was trying to figure out what it was, and here it's all the villagers that are down there. We got so many down there, we're gonna probably fill the villager hall up, or trading hall up, pretty quick after we get this built. So I did a similar setup here as I did over at Spawn Island to get the zombie for the iron farm. So what I did was I placed a cauldron. I have a trapdoor behind it, another trapdoor on top of that. I put this one down so you can get up, and then I had it up, and then I placed this trapdoor in the back of that one. So then we place that one down, place this one down, put some cobblestone along the side. In this case, I put some cobblestone in the front so the zombie has a way to get up here to us. And so we're going to end up catching a zombie. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a powered rail right in front of the cauldron. So when the villagers come out, they will stop right here in front of that zombie, and he will infect them. After they're infected, I'll flip a switch here, get them going again, have another powered rail here so that we can hit the villager with a potion of weakness and a golden apple and cure him, and then he will go off and go into the trading hall. So what I did was I placed down two cherry doors and 2 blocks next to it. This is going to be the middle of the trading hall, and the trading hall is going to go all the way out to this block, and then it's going to go out to I think it's like either this block or this block. I can't remember for sure, but I laid it off. It's gonna be rather large, And then I'm also thinking that we're going to take it probably pretty much all the way back here. I might even have to add some dirt on in the back here to bring it back to where we want it to go. So it is going to be a big trading haul. I'm excited to get started on this, and I'm pretty certain I think Rapid Sphinx is going to join us, and maybe he's going to help build this. I don't know for sure, but I need to get a name tag, and I have not thought of a name for the zombie yet that's going to infect the villagers. Um, and I just might go with a name I've used before, and I just go with that. So it is getting close to nighttime. I had to modify my setup here. I had to put the cauldron down in the ground because I did catch a zombie. I had this trapdoor down over his head. I started breaking the cobblestone and he just walked out. So I think you got to have it down in the ground so that he can't walk out, through the dirt. So I'm going to give this another try. Just to let you know, I'm going to name him Hector. I kind of like Hector the Infector. So I we're gonna try to get Hector the Infector. Zombie up here. Let's see if we can lure him in. And of course now there's a skelly down here. So we have Hector in place. Now all we need to do is I need to get a powered rail for right there and some levers. So now if we put a lever here, we can power those rails. I'm going to see if I can get that turned the other direction. There we go. Let me get another powered rail and another lever, and then we're basically ready to start infecting and curing, except that I don't have any potions of weakness. So a lot has happened since I did the last clip. The last clip I showed you, I caught the zombie out there, and I showed you I had the doors and 2 blocks set for the villager trading hall. Rapid Sphinx and I have done a lot of work, and so before I go out and show you exactly what we did, I want to catch you up to speed on a couple things. One, you might notice that my XP level is only at 1 right now, and you might also notice most all my tools and weapons and everything do not have any enchantments on them. So the reason behind that is shortly after I started building the villager trading hall, I thought, well, we're going to need some more blaze rods to get some more blaze powder to make the potions of the splash potions of weakness to cure the villagers. And so I made a trip to the Nether. I got like 13, 14 blaze rods, was feeling really good. Flew back to the portal, and there was a hole there, and I fell in, and I started flying, caught myself, I'd recovered, and I thought, okay, I'm okay, and I landed, and I was thinking I have to figure out how to get up, and I don't know if I stepped or what happened, but anyway, I fell again, started trying to fly, but I did not take off, and I landed in some lava, and I died. So my XP levels have been up and down ever since then. I spent a little bit of time over at the mob farm trying to get them up, do some enchantments on the enchantment table, and that was just taking way too long. And I figured we're going to soon have a bunch of librarians with all the enchantments that I want, and so I can put them on then. So I think what it's time for is for me to go out, and I'm going to show you exactly what we did. So this is going to be our villager trading hall. Basically, I used some deep slate bricks, some cobbled deep slate, some cobblestone, and we put iron doors on so that the zombies won't break the door down and get into the villagers, because that would be a catastrophe. Hector is here in his new permanent home. We have the railway set up. We put a roof over top to protect the villagers when they become zombie villagers. Over here behind this cobblestone, we have a brewing stand. We had to cover it up because when the villagers would sit here, they would sometimes see the brewing stand and want to take that as their profession. But we need the brewing stand here so that we can brew the potions. What we found is you'll notice that we have several potions of weakness in here, and we have a bunch of spider eye and some sugar, and we have some more fermented spider eye in here. The one thing that we're missing is the brown mushrooms. The other thing is we only have 2 more golden apples left. We're good as far as water bottles and bottles, and we have a fair amount of apples left, but we're lacking in gold and brown sugar. So the way we do this is so that both of us get the discount. We bring a villager up. He comes over here. Hector infects them. We send him over to this station. One of us cures him. We send him back. Hector infects him again. We bring him back over. And the other one of us then cures a villager. So the villager trading hall is complete. Let me catch you up to speed on a couple things. One, I built a mushroom farm down here. It hasn't really been producing much of anything except for mobs. And I had seen a video that said about putting the mushroom on pods will help it, but that doesn't seem to have helped. Maybe it just needs a lot more time to grow. I don't know. So on the inside, what I did was I put some crimson planks, or crimson slabs down, and some deep slate slabs, brick slabs going around. We have several toolsmiths now that we've been trading with, trading the iron, and we're going to make one more toolsmith. Over here we've got a whole bunch of villagers, and I have them all labeled up top. Like you see, this guy's feather falling, this guy's fortune 3. We have almost all the librarians that we need. We're going to need just a few more. And those, if I'm correct, are for crossbows and tridents. So we're not in a real big hurry to get them finished. I they're not a real big necessity at this point because neither Rapid Sphinx or I use crossbows, and neither of us have tridents right now. And actually, to be honest with you, I might even just cross off the librarians for crossbows and skip them and not even make them. Because for all the workstations that we had planned and the spaces that we had, we come up, there's 20 more that we had planned than we have space for. So we're going to end up probably cutting down on the number of villagers that we have in here for trading. So in the end, I decided that we would go with netherwort up here at the top part of the wall. I think it adds a bit of color to the room. It goes well with all the other colors. And I also put some lanterns up on chains to keep everything well lit. Then I'm placing lanterns along the way with the villagers here. It's very well lit up in here. I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. Rapid Sphinx and I are going to continue to get villagers as we have the supplies that we need. And also takes the time when both of us are on because we both infect and cure the villagers, so we both get the discounted prices. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. And I will catch you next time on MC Night.